So good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you to this stakeholder discussion on the Smart City Challenge. As you know, Corporation of Chennai is in the process of preparing a proposal for the Smart City Challenge, under which we have to work out a proposal that will identify those areas within the city for implementation of the Smart City program. It's an excellent opportunity for the city of Chennai to become a role model for the rest of the cities, not just in Tamil Nadu, but also in the whole country. And our aim should be to come out with a proposal that is acceptable and we make it to the first round in the initial stage itself. Now, just to give you a background, the focus of this smart city proposal has to be essentially to improve our services, our infrastructure, particularly in the areas of reducing waste, recycling it, increasing the efficiency of our services, and better communication with the citizens. We broadly have to prepare a proposal covering two aspects. One is to have a pan-city proposal, which will cover the entire city, and these would benefit the entire population of Chennai city. So we are looking at innovative ideas from our citizens, our officials, public representatives, and since we have opened up for suggestions, more than 800 suggestions till date have been received through email as well as through written communications. And a lot of innovative ideas are coming in areas such as urban mobility, parking, street lighting, power supply, water supply, sewerage, etc. So based on this, we are going to come out with some short list, which we can then discuss through a process of voting and then come to a final conclusion. The second proposal, sub-proposal, would be on an area specific to Chennai, where we have to decide on either of the three strategies. One would be a complete greenfield project, or it could be a retrofitting of the existing city area, and third would be a redevelopment. So on all these three, we can invite proposals, and already people have been giving their suggestions. Um, these are very restricted, of course, in area. Minimum you have to have 500 acres, for example, for retrofitting, which means your existing infrastructure will have to be retrofitted and improved to a certain level. And for redevelopment, a minimum of 50 acres, and for greenfield development, about 250 acres is the minimum. So both these proposals are being now prepared with the help of our consultants, Messrs. JLL, who are also present here. So I, on behalf of the corporation, urge all stakeholders to share your valuable opinions and views to see that we come out with an excellent proposal. So with these words, I now open this floor for discussion. You may feel free to speak either in English or Tamil. I request now first our Deputy Commissioner of Works, Kandasamy, to say a few words on this.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon to all. So the the journey towards a small city in Chennai is quite challenging for the Chennai Corporation because, unlike other local bodies, there are more number of departments are looking after the civic services. So the biggest challenges of our Chennai Corporation is coordinating with the departments and reducing the challenges between the is the biggest one. So far, we have conducted one consultancy meeting with the public. Also, we got a good feedback about 1,200 by online, and we have segregated. We will be going for the next round of discussion with the public as well in a short while. I request the departments to come out with options which will improve the quality of services rather than quantity. So because the smartness, even in the existing projects which we handle right now, has to be improved by smartness, by introducing the some online services, and timely deliveries to the citizens. Something like innovative ideas can also be incorporated in the existing projects. So I request the stakeholders and the other civics service institutions to come forward to offer the best practices can be adopted for the smart city concepts. Thank you.
Request the Regional Deputy Commissioner South, Tirunelveli, to say a few words now.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon to all. இந்த ஸ்மார்ட் சிட்டிஸில் வந்து நமக்கு இப்போ வந்து நம்ம மெயினாக நம்ம கான்சன்ட்ரேட் பண்ணிட்டு நம்ம திடக்கழிவுகளை எவ்வாறு வந்து டிகிரேடபிள் திடக்கழிவுகளாகவும் நான் டிகிரேடபிள் திடக்கழிவுகளாகவும் பிரித்து அதனை வந்து பிளாஸ்டிக் வேஸ்ட்டை வந்து ரீசைக்கிள் பண்ணுறது, ரீயூஸ் பண்ணுறது, அதில் நம்ம இப்போ முனைப்புடன் செயல்பட்டு கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். இப்போ வந்து சவுத் ரீஜனில் மொத்தம் 5 ஜோன்ஸ்லேயும் வந்து நமக்கு இந்த திட்டத்தை ஆரம்பிக்கும் பொழுது ஒரு நாளைக்கு வந்து 5 டன்ஸ் நம்ம பிளாஸ்டிக் வேஸ்ட் கலெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டோம். இப்போ தற்சமயம் வந்து வி ஆர் கோயிங் அரௌண்ட் 30 டன்ஸ் பெர் டே. அண்ட் இப்போ நம்ம டோர் டு டோர் ரீச் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கோம். நம்ம இந்த டோர் டு டோர் போயிட்டு அதில் வந்து திடக்கழிவுகளை தனியாக, அதாவது பிளாஸ்டிக் வேஸ்ட்டை தனியாகவும் நான் பிளாஸ்டிக் வேஸ்ட்டை தனியாகவும் வாங்கிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். அதில் வந்து நம்ம நிச்சயமாக அதில் பொதுமக்களுடைய பங்களிப்பும் ஆர்வமாக இருக்கிறார்கள். அதே போல் ரெசிடென்ட் வெல்ஃபேர் அசோசியேஷனும் தே ஆர் வெரி மச் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டட் இன் தி செக்ரிகேஷன் ஆஃப் வேஸ்ட் இன்டு ட்ரை வேஸ்ட், வெட் வேஸ்ட், and we are reaching to the every household of the Chennai Corporation, and surely we will achieve the success of segregating all the sources, and wherever possible we will make it to recycle, reuse and reduce the waste. And another point one we are concerned is the preservation of water bodies, how the latest information technologies or the GPS or other things can help to preserve the water bodies, and especially stormwater drain la வந்து நம்ம சில்ட் இல்லாமல் அதை மெயின்டைன் பண்ணணும். அதே போல் வந்து ஸ்டார்ம் வாட்டர் ஷுட் நாட் பி a source of mosquito breeding or anything health hazards இருக்கக்கூடாது. அதுலேயும் we are also concentrating. So we can use the information technologies or the GPS to locate the storm water drain where it was blocked or where some health hazard is causing. அதுலேயும் நம்ம கான்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். மூணாவது வந்து பார்த்தோம்னாக்கா நமக்கு வந்து இந்த வாட்டர் பாடிஸ் கெனால்ஸ் வந்து மெயினாக பார்க்குறோம். கெனால்ஸ் அண்ட் ரிவர்ஸ், அதில் வந்து ஹயாசின் பிளான்ட்ஸ் இல்லாமல் அதை வந்து people should feel that the water bodies are kept clean, and also they can enjoy the natural waters for their for pleasure of walking on the water bodies. So இந்த பாயிண்ட்ல நம்ம வந்து கவனம் செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கோம். நிச்சயமா நம்மளால வந்து இந்த சர்வீஸ் கொடுக்கறதுல இந்த மக்கள் வந்து அவங்க என்ஜாய் பண்ணக்கூடிய அந்த இயற்கையை வந்து அனுபவிக்கக்கூடிய திறமையை நம்ம கூட்டினோம்னாக்க நிச்சயமா நம்மளால அதை சிறப்பாக செய்ய முடியும். இதில் நம்ம கவனம் செலுத்திட்டு நம்ம நிச்சயமாக ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு மக்களுடைய எதிர்பார்ப்பை நிறைவேற்ற முடியும்னு நான் கருதுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Good afternoon, sir. This smart city opportunity that Chennai can be the pioneer in getting this opportunity passed through by integrating the different portal of the different service department by Metro Water, CMDA, Corporation Chennai, BSNL, other things, by using the common latest service tools, IT tools, in getting service without any hindrance to the public. In a way, they can approach one source and get the things done in a better manner, even for getting road cut permission, planning permission, and the EB failure, service connections. All these things can be sorted out, sir. You can take it as a redevelopment plan in particular area and deploy it and let it achieve it, sir. That is my opinion, sir.
Sir, actually, Chennai, as far as the smart city thing is concerned, retrofitting will be the best idea, sir. Already, we have already stepped forward a lot of things in this direction, sir. Like promotion of NMT policy and the implementation of NMT initiatives we are doing in Chennai Corporation, sir. In that, we can say the footpaths. Actually, the buzzword of the footpath is that we claimed whatever the unutilized space in the carriage, we reclaimed the space from the carriageway, and we have widened the footpath from 5 feet to 10 feet. And we had developed the footpath in a same level through the length of the road. In wherever we go, we find there will be ups and downs, but we actually maintain the height of the footpath 150 centimeter throughout the length of the road, irrespective of junctions. We provide tabletop footpaths everywhere, and we put bollards to international standards. So it is being audited by Disability Rights Alliance also, and they have also welcomed this initiative. and this is very widely appreciated by one and all, sir. Actually, our footpath at Egmore has been very widely appreciated. People say that because of this continuity of footpath, those who alight at the Egmore railway station, they walk up to hospitals, shopping malls, everywhere just by walk. Thereby, they are reducing usage of the like transport, like auto rickshaw, taxis, even buses also. And we promote people health also by this method, sir. And apart from that, we apart from completing 26 footpaths, we have taken up another 20 footpaths. Then next to 48 footpaths we are doing with urban architectural designs, and we wanted to complete all the 471 footpaths 471 bus route roads with the international standard footpaths, sir. That is a very important point in a smart city development. Apart from that, see, actually another NMT policy is to promote public transport. So people, for public transport, we have to give lot of infrastructures. So now almost after completion of 750 bus shelters with the modern facilities, we have taken up another 400 bus shelters with some more modern facilities. In this way, we can say that our city is being retrofitted towards becoming a smart city.
Very important point. I just want to supplement saying that maybe this is again a suggestion for all of you. When you go for a pan city solution, we could focus on our NMT policy. Chennai being the first city in the whole country which has having a non-motorized transport policy, if that could be the starting point for our pan city solution, we have various ways by which we promote NMT. One is, as Mr. Nandakumar mentioned, you have wider footpaths to promote walking, and the other is we already have been working on proposals for a parking management policy and a solution involving private sector, perhaps, to see that parking management can be done more effectively. And thirdly, cycle sharing is again an area where we are working on, which can have again a pan city effect. And similar to this, our general policy to promote safety, we are, like, for example, putting speed breakers which are well designed by IRC standards. The idea is to calm down traffic, reduce fatalities, reduce accidents, make it a more safer city, because as you know, Chennai has the dubious distinction of being today, one of the highest accident rates in the country. So it is our duty to make our streets safer and promote safe transit for the people who walk or cycle. So my suggestion would be, I mean, this is again subject to everybody agreeing and our consultants also examining, if we can take up for the pan city proposal at least, these ideas and roll it out as part of our NMT policy. And as he says rightly, we have about more than 471 bus route roads. To begin with, we can focus on making them, pedestrian friendly by wide footpaths, well designed footpaths, and also extend it gradually to all the inner streets, which are more than 30,000 in number. So, but this is a very, very important, I think, area which we can work on. Nandakumar, you want to say?
Sir, sir said to reduce the accident level also, now we started putting lane discipline in the roads, sir. Previously, we were not doing the lane drawings. Now we are doing lane marking. Every 3.2 meter on any road, we are doing the marking. And whatever the excess space is available, we are putting a yellow line and making for two-wheelers and cyclists. That marking now we started going to be done, sir. This is another milestone in the development of our footpathing, sir. The same way, next to promote pedestrian, to make it for pedestrian friendly roads, we now would like to go for every 150 meter there will be pedestrian crossing with a different zebra markings, different eye catching designs, and very good traffic islands, like that we would like to do, sir. And wherever there is a chance of collision, now we are going in for a different type of center median also, sir, apart from which widely done everywhere, and we are going in for a different type of center median, so that our road looks so neat and tidy. In this way, we are again moving towards the smart cities.
Other officers, please feel free. You will சொல்லுங்க மோகன். Sorry.
Sir, good morning, sir. I am very proud to be that our Chennai city is marching towards the smart city, sir. Sir, this in our electrical part, we are already in the field of converting our all this sodium vapor lamp into the conserving this LED fitting, sir. So we have achieved, so far we have achieved nearly 60,000 of out of 2,48,000, sir. We are marching towards completing our mission of LED conversion into 85,000 coming financial year, sir. So we can also plan in the lamp post inbuilt communication devices also in future, sir, where we can communicate to the public about the some of the weather systems or the traffic congestion, this thing, that thing and all. In future, we can adopt it. Like that, sir, in solar also, in renewable energy, we got a lot of potential, sir, particularly in Chennai, sir. We can do wonders like solar heaters to the public. We can educate using the solar heaters and dryers and some small house and all solar pumps and all. We can in future we can introduce. By this way, we can make our city more smarter in field. I hope, sir.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
I think this is a very, very important part. Maybe Chennai is again, we should be proud of the fact that perhaps we are the first city which is going for conversion to LED street lights in such a big manner. I think no city has attempted such a big program. The Honorable Chief Minister had directed us over a year ago that, we had been allocated sum of 300 crores to only convert, these street lights into LED lights. So very, very futuristic kind of a thing, and we are already proceeding. So maybe this could be part of the smart city proposal, which is, even if we take an area for retrofitting and all, which is to convert the entire street lights into LED with, as he rightly says, some smart controllers with technologies which can enable us through a system, a SCADA system. At one control unit, we can control all the entire street lights, find out the faults where they are occurring, and immediately responding to such fault detection. And not just that, solar is a very important part. If we can, in addition to saving light, also generate power. We need to install, we already in our buildings, we are setting up now solar panels. But as per the government policy now, solar metering is now permitted. So we can encourage all households, commercial complexes to go for solar panels, and they could actually, sell that power to the grid and ensure that at least that area which we take up becomes self-sufficient in power. You want to say anything, SE?
Yes, sir. We are actually some of the suppliers, they have come forward to install this monitoring system, sir. We have asked them to do in a pilot manner 1 or 2 places, sir. Maybe within 15 days or 1 month we can install that one, sir.
That's wonderful.
So once that is succeeded, we can go in for fixing up in region wise in throughout the Chennai city.
So I think this redevelopment, whenever we do or retrofitting, I mean, we can experiment for that area, the entire set of street lights, as well as, the power,
Yes, sir.
consumption points. I think it's a very good suggestion. We should, I think, consider it. Any other on solid waste management? Somebody would like to say how to further? Somebody mentioned in the beginning. Any experts or anyone? Please feel free. Other departments, other officials. நீங்க ஏதாவது சொல்றீங்களா? Anybody? Priscilla or anyone?
ஸ்மால் சஜஷன் சார். சென்னை சிட்டியில் வந்து கடந்த 50 இயர்ஸாக ரோடு வைடனிங்கிற கான்செப்ட்லாம் ஒன்லி ஒரு பேப்பர்லேயும் ஒரு டிபிஆர் சர்வே ஒரு அர்பன் ஆர்கிடெக்ட்ஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. எல்லாமே வந்து குட் நாட் ஏபிள் டு சக்சீட் இன் ரோடு வைடனிங் சார். ஸோ சென்னை சிட்டியில் வந்து மேஜராக இந்த ஸ்மார்ட் ஸ்டடியில் வந்து எப்படி ஒரு மெட்ரோ ரயிலுங்கிற கான்செப்ட் வந்து ஒரு 2007-8 ஆரம்பித்து வித்தின் 2015 தே ஹவ் கான் டு அமேசிங் லெவல். நீ எத்தனை இடத்தையும் அக்யூர் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, எத்தனை லேண்ட்ஸோ வாங்கிட்டாங்க, எத்தனை பில்டிங், ஈவன் தே கம் ஆஃப் த வே டு த ரிப்பன் பில்டிங் ஆல்சோ. இப்படி இருக்கும் பொழுது சென்னை சிட்டியில் ரோடு வைடனிங்கிற கான்செப்ட் இஸ் நாட் அட் ஆல் டேக்கிங் அப். ஸோ தி ஷுட் பி கிவன் அ மேஜர். ஸோ ஃபார் த பாஸ்ட் 50 இயர்ஸ் ஆர்காட் ரோட் இஸ் லைக் தட், மவுண்ட் ரோட் இஸ் லைக் தட், எல்லாமே அப்படி தான் இருக்கு. ஸ்மால் மார்ஜினல் பிளேசஸ் ஒன்லி வி ஹவ் வைடன்ட். ஸோ ஃபார் த ஸ்மார்ட் சிட்டி வி ஷுட் கிவ் தி ரோடு வைடனிங் அ வெரி பிக் புஷ் அப் சார். ஸோ தட் ஹஸ் டு பி கேரிட் அவுட் சார்.
ஆக்சுவலாக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சார், நம்மளோட இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் சென்ட்ரும் சவுத்தும் தான் சார் ரொம்ப இருக்குது. ஆனால் நார்த்தில் வந்து நிறைய பிளேசஸ் இருக்குது, நிறைய விஷயங்கள் பண்ணலாம் சார். நம்ம என்ன பண்ணாலும் அந்த மக்கள் வந்து அதை எடுத்துக்குவாங்க சார். அதனால இந்த வைடர் ஃபுட்பாத்து, மோரோவர் வந்து பஸ் ஷெல்டர்ஸ் தான் சார் மெயினாக கேட்குது. அந்த மாதிரி ஐட்டம்ஸ் வந்து அவங்களுக்கு நம்ம ப்ரொவைட் பண்ணால் நல்லா இருக்கும் சார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்டு. யூஸ்வலாக பார்த்தா இந்த பஸ் ஷெல்டர்ஸ் வந்து நம்ம சென்னையில் வந்து பத்தலை சார். அந்த ஈவினிங்லாம் நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா லேடிஸ்லாம் வந்து ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு அந்த வெயிலில் மார்னிங்லாம் அவங்க வந்து நிறைய பஸ் ஷெல்டர்ஸ் இல்லாமல் நிற்கிறாங்க சார். அதுக்கு நம்ம பஸ் ஷெல்டர்ஸ் வந்து மோர் ப்ரொவைட் பண்ணலாம் சார். அப்புறம் இன்னொன்று வந்து சார், காரில் நம்ம போகும்போது இப்போ வயசானவங்களாம் கூட போகிறாங்க சார், பார்க்கிங் வந்து ப்ராப்பராக இல்லை சார். அவங்கள வந்து ஒரு இடத்துல கூட்டிகிட்டு போய் நம்ம போய் ஒரு ஹாஸ்பிட்டலுக்கு கூட்டிகிட்டு போகணும்னா அது ஒரு முடியாத ஒரு ப்ராப்ளமாக இருக்குது சார். அவங்கள ஒரு இடத்துல கொண்டு போய் நிற்க வைக்கணும்னா ஒரு ப்ராப்ளமாக இருக்குது. அது வந்து மெயினாக வந்து ரெக்டிஃபை பண்ணணும் சார் நம்ம.
பிஓடி ஸ்கீம்ல ஆல்மோஸ்ட் நம்ம நார்த் ரீஜன் கம்ப்ளீட்டா கவர் பண்ணிருக்கு ஆல்ரெடி. நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி வைட் அண்ட் ஃபுட் பாத் நம்ம வந்து ஆல்ரெடி நார்த்ல வி ஆல்மோஸ்ட் டேக்கன் 10 ஃபுட் பாத்ஸ் சார். இப்போ அவுட் ஆஃப் 20 ஃபுட் பாத்ஸ் 20 ஃபுட் பாத்ஸ் ஒன்லி இன் நார்த் சென்னை. ஸோ இட் இஸ் டெவலப்மெண்ட் இன் டோட்டாலிட்டி சார். as far as footpath and bus shelter is concerned, totality
இருந்தாலும் இன்டீரியர் ரோட்ஸ்ல கூட கொஞ்சம் ஃபுட்பாத் இருந்தா அந்த மார்னிங் வாக்கிங்லாம் ப்ராப்பரா இருக்கும் சார். இன்டீரியர் ரோட்ல ஃபுட்பாத்தே கிடையாது சார். வருஷக்கெல்லாம் போனோம்னா நம்ம வந்து உள்ளே ஒரு கடைக்கு கூட போக முடியாத அளவுக்கு அந்த ஃபுட்பாத்ஸ்லாம் ரொம்ப மோசமா இருக்கு சார்.
This is not restricted to the COC alone. I think the other line departments also can participate. BSNL, electricity, all are invited to participate in this discussion. There is no restriction.
ஒரு சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி நம்ம சிட்டியில் வந்துட்டு வைடனிங் ஆஃப் ரோடு வந்து இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம எடுத்துக்க வாய்ப்பு இல்லை. அதுக்கு மெயினாக அந்த லேண்ட் அக்விசிஷன் இஷ்யூ வந்து எல்லா டெவலப்மெண்ட்ஸையும் நம்ம தடுக்குது. இது ஓவராலாக சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்டடி பண்ணால் நல்லாயிருக்கும். அட் த சேம் டைம் நம்ம ட்ரைனேஜ் சிஸ்டமும் கொஞ்சம் லேகிங் தான் சார். த்ரூஅவுட் சிட்டி ட்ரைனேஜ் சிஸ்டம், ஆர்டீரியல் ரோட்ஸ் ஆகட்டும், இன்னர் ரோட்ஸ் ஆகட்டும், அது ஓவரால் ஒரு சர்வே எடுத்து டிஸ்போசல் பாயிண்ட்ஸை கரெக்டாக ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணிட்டு அதை நம்ம வந்து டிஸ்போஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கான ஏற்பாடுகள் பண்ணால் நல்லா இருக்கும்ன்றது என்னுடைய கருத்தாக இங்கே பதிவு பண்ண விரும்புகிறேன்.
Really just want to mention, already there is a study, we have a DPR, and only thing is the funds requirement is being tied up. So first phase-ல வந்து அடியார் அண்ட் கோம் பேசின் நம்ம எடுத்துருக்கோம். கிட்டத்தட்ட 1100 crores-க்கான ஒர்க்ஸ் இப்போ எடுக்க போகிறோம். மற்றது எல்லாத்துக்கும் வந்து ஃபண்ட் டை அப் பண்ண பிறகு தான் அந்த வேலையை தொடங்க முடியும். பட் ஸ்டடி ஹஸ் பின் டன். ஸோ பட் சென்னை ஜெனரலி இஸ் அ வெரி ஃபிளாட் டெரென், ஸோ இட்ஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் அ சேலஞ்ச் டு ஹேவ் an effective drainage system. Any good suggestion? Anybody from BSNL here?
Sir, I'm Srinivasan, divisional engineer of BSNL, floor to the north area. இப்போ இந்த ரோடு வைடனிங் கான்செப்ட்ல எனக்கு ஒரு 5-6 பில்லர்ஸ் ஆர் டு பி ஷிஃப்டட் சார். அது வந்து ரொம்ப ஹைலி பாப்புலேட்டட் ஏரியா, அதாவது அந்த டிராஃபிக் ப்ராப்ளம்லாம் இந்த ஒர்க் ஹேஸ் டு பி டேக்கன் இந்த நைட் இட் செல்ஃப், நைட்டில் மட்டும் பண்ண முடியும். ஸோ அதுக்கு ஃபார் வி வாண்ட் ஈஸி பர்மிஷன் ஃபார் டேக்கிங் த ஒர்க் இன் நைட்டு. ஸோ டிராஃபிக் போலீஸ் அண்ட் ஆல் இஸ் ரிக்வயர்ட் சார்.
That will take up. With regard to smart city, if you have, because you are a very key stakeholder, you are actually the backbone of communication for the entire city. So can you just highlight in what way you could maybe have better coverage of broadband services or IT solutions which can help to make the city smarter?
On the high speed internet and all, we have started giving up FTTH, sir. We are starting up wherever the new buildings are coming up. We are laying some optical fiber. We have started providing up high speed internet facilities and all. That we are.
Which some people have made is whether we can make the entire city as a Wi-Fi hotspot. So what is the technical feasibility? Can you tell us what is the feasibility to make the entire city as a seamless Wi-Fi
we
hotspot?
Have started the fiber to home. We have a process we are taking up, sir, already. Each and every building we are taking up optical fiber. By extending that, there is no need of copper pair and all. So by using a single fiber, we can give 48 connection and all. We have already taken up. In high buildings in like Korkupete one building is there. We have started already. We are in the process.
So my commissioner wanted to take a feedback from you about the feasibility of single Wi-Fi connectivity throughout the city. So why should I go home to get it connected with my household Wi-Fi system, and when I come back to office, again I'm getting connected with my JC Works Wi-Fi connectivity. So instead of this, why should not we have a system
No,
within the city where we can have the city-wide connectivity? So that kind of system, if you could explore.
I'll consult and let you know, sir.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
kindly examine, because with regard to giving you access, see, I think we can take a call, but like our electrical department is having more than 2 lakh poles are there.
Yes, yes, sir. Throughout the city, the street light poles are there.
We have
So
high
via
mast,
that, we can.
high mast lamps are there. We can provide at least, place for you to keep your, Wi-Fi boxes. So if there is a possibility, please examine
Okay.
what does it cost to provide, and you can have Wi-Fi services which are priced also. Some places, public spaces and all, we can have maybe some initial few minutes free and then go for, some kind of, and some revenue model where based on, this thing you can earn revenue also. But see whether it's possible to have, because I'm told cities, other cities in India have tried, like Mysore, we heard, they had planned to go for a complete Wi-Fi. So whether Chennai can go completely Wi-Fi.
No, even Kerala they are doing, sir. Kerala we are discussing, because we had a meeting with this chief general manager last week.
Yes.
She told like Kerala we have to start the work, something like that. We are in the process.
Why don't you just discuss it separately with us, huh? Because I think this could be another interesting pan city solution.
Definitely.
Okay. Any other?
So
Tangentco, anything would.
சார் வணக்கம். சென்னை ஸ்மார்ட் சிட்டி கான்செப்டில் நாங்களும் பங்கெடுத்துக்கணும்னு சொல்லி லேட்டஸ்ட்டாக வந்து ஓல்டு மாடல் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்லாம் இப்போ நியூ வெர்ஷனாக மாற்றிருக்கிறோம். பில்லர்லாம் வந்து ஒரு சைட் மட்டும்தான் ஓப்பன் பண்ணுற மாதிரி நிறைய பில்லர்லாம் இப்போ எரெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு வந்துட்டு இருக்கோம். ஃப்யூச்சரில் இதை கண்டினியூவாக பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க போகிறோம். எங்களோட ஒரு சின்ன ப்ராப்ளம் என்னென்னா ரோட் கட்டிங் தான். இந்த ரோட் கட்டிங்கில் தான் எங்களுக்கும் கார்பரேஷனுக்கும் அடிக்கடி பிரச்சனை வந்துட்டு இருக்கு, பப்ளிக்கும் அது இடைஞ்சலாக இருக்கு. அதை நாங்களும் ஃபீல் பண்ணுறோம். பட் இருந்தாலும் அந்த ரோட் கட்டு செய்ய முடியலன்னா நாங்களால சப்ளை ரெஸ்டோர் பண்ண முடியாது. எங்களுக்கு ரெகுலேட்டரி கமிஷனில் அந்த டைம் பவுண்ட் இருக்கு. இதனால தான் நாங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுறோம், உங்களை ரெக்வஸ்ட் பண்ணுறது என்னென்னா, எங்களுக்கு அந்த ட்ரென்ச் ஒன்று, எங்களுக்குன்னு ஒரு எல்டி கேபிள் ட்ரென்ச் ஒன்று ப்ரொவைட் பண்ணி கொடுத்துட்டிங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் ஃபியூச்சரில் கண்டிப்பாக அந்த ரோட் கட்டிங்கை கொஞ்சம் அவாய்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Yeah, we have already taken this point into consideration. We made a presentation of the road design to the Secretary of Mass Department. He also agreed in principle that this will take off in future, where we are going to provide a separate deck for the EB and separate deck for the OFC cable operators, and there will be a separate line for the stormwater drain and sewer line and drinking water connectivity to each household, and all that will be part of our road design. So that will take care of. And one more thing, I just want to enlighten you that no, though you have given a elevated transformer, see, this is a basic purpose of going for the upgraded version is to free the footpath. So wherever you have placed your for the transformer and your other supporting electrical system on footpath is the main purpose is to free the footpath so that the people, the pedestrians can use the footpath in continuity without any disturbances. But however, though you have elevated in some places, still you have blocked it. So some additional technology can be incorporated so that the people, you have already lifted to elevated level of 6 meter or so. So you have placed your the transformer over there. So if you allow the pedestrian to walk down of that, without discontinuing the access, so that will be great helpful to the pedestrians.
ஷோர் சார். கண்டிப்பாக அதை நாங்கள் இன் ஃபியூச்சரில் செய்யறதுக்கு முயற்சி பண்ணுறோம் சார். கண்டிப்பாக அது பண்ணலாம். பெடஸ்ட்ரியனுக்கு ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லாத அளவில் எங்களுடைய செச்சரை வந்து வாலோட கனெக்ட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி பண்ணிக்கலாம். எங்களுக்கு ட்ரென்ச் மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் ப்ரையாரிட்டி கொடுத்து கொஞ்சம் பாருங்க. தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Thank you. I think
Any other agency is there?
EDP, you are the main and the yeah, something.
Browser based, that is online based solution we are providing, sir, for tax collections and other things. We can extend it to mobile based applications so that it is citizen friendly and other. So for health, in health sector also, we can introduce some mobile-based applications sir, that we can do.
Since you are on this question, I think there are a lot of now organizations who are willing to partner with corporation to provide apps.
Yes, sir.
And you can have some hackathons and all where private developers can come and develop. So all you need to do is to let your data out
Yes, sir.
in the public domain.
Yes, sir.
We are holding on to the data.
Yes, sir.
So what people want is you should share your data. So
Sir.
I think we should all be a more transparent and an open system of governance where we allow so
Yes,
much,
sir.
for example, daily how much solid waste we are collecting.
Yes,
For
sir.
each ward, each zone, we have so much data.
Yes,
We
sir.
have information about, let us say, movement of our vehicles, our staff attendance, our in solid waste alone, there is so much data we are generating every day. For
Yes, sir,
example,
yes.
all our bins, more than 11,000 bins, after clearance, we are taking photos through smartphones, uploading it to a common server,
Yes,
and
sir.
daily figure are available, data is available.
Yes.
So that data, if you open up to the public, there are people who can develop apps around those data and then come out with some very smart solutions to monitor in a better manner.
Yes, sir.
So recently there was similar kind of a conference organized. Again, those people, they are, willing to come and collaborate with us. So I
Yes.
want our corporation to, be more open in sharing data and allow the civil society and, public, and they can come out with any number of apps
Yes,
around
sir.
anything, any service,
Yes, sir.
and let it be also on a competitive mode.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
people can rate those apps, whichever is more, well rated, people will use that.
Yes,
So I
sir.
think I agree with you. The way forward is to go mobile
Yes.
and develop as many apps as possible
Yes, sir.
for which we should provide our data.
We already have that framework, sir.
Yeah.
We have already shared some
Yeah.
data also to the other agencies.
Yes.
We can do, sir. That is-
Similarly, on our work side, since all our works are today being captured on the works module, right from the estimation stage up to payment stage,
Yes, sir.
is again one information which I think should be made available to the public so that people know. And based on that, again, somebody can develop an app which can help you to actually find out what all works are being done, what is the stage, what is the expenditure. So towards a more transparent society, we need to be more transparent. It will have better accountability. There will be more monitoring
Yes, sir.
through public oversight. So I think a smart city is one which involves its citizens.
Yes, sir.
Because see, we are doing more than 10,000 works at a time. It's not possible for limited set of officials to go and inspect and monitor the works. But
Yes.
if imagine you take the power of the citizens, you multiply your oversight 100,000 fold. You see.
Yes, sir.
So allow that kind of thing to happen so that people can then feed into the system and give you.
Yes, sir.
Same with public grievance redressal.
Yes,
We
sir.
have a very powerful public grievance redressal system. Every
Yes.
day more than 200 complaints are coming, different categories. You open
Yes.
up that data.
Yes, sir.
People will analyze it, cut it, dice it, slice it, and then come out with some analytics around it to say, like even hotspot mapping they can do.
Yes,
Where are the complaints of particular nature coming from where?
Yes, sir.
What is the reason? Then that will help you to focus your attention on that area.
Yes, sir.
So there are so many ways by which citizens can engage with corporation and add value. Let's not be afraid of criticism or people. It's a democracy. People have a right to criticize or find fault, but we should take it in the right spirit. That
Yes, sir.
it will actually help us in oversight. So would like the EDP cell particularly
Yes,
be
sir.
more proactive in this
That
manner.
can be done, sir.
I hope that as part of our smart city proposals, we can come out with some kind of a game plan
Kind
for this.
information, sir. Already we started the work. When the public, if they click the division or zone, it will display all the properties, whatever the ongoing works, and how much we spend for that works. That all the properties, then who is responsible for the particular division. So everything it will display in the map itself. So that we already started the work. Very soon we'll finish it up, sir.
Wonderful.
So for the public convenience, we'll do it immediately.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Any other suggestions?
So I request the revenue department to just brief about the property assessment using the IT tools that the GIS system, how we have the technology to improve the property assessment and its collection. Can you just brief? Yeah, okay. Avardhani?
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Assistant After Zone 9, sir. ஒரு ஸ்மால் சஜஷன் சார். நம்ம ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஃபுட்பாத்தை நம்ம டெவலப் பண்ணுறோம் சார். அதில் நம்ம வைடன் பண்ணும்போது ஏஜ்டு பர்சன் பை யூஸிங் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி யூஸஸ் மாதிரி நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம் சார். அப்படி பண்ணும்போது இந்த பெஞ்சஸ் மாதிரி ஒன்று க்ரியேட் பண்ணால் நல்லாயிருக்கும் சார். எவரி 10 மீட்டர்ஸ்க்கு ஒன்று ஒரு ஸ்லாப்பில் 10 பிரின்சிபலாக மேடம் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஏஜ்டு பர்சன் வாக் பண்ணும்போது கொஞ்சம் ரெஸ்ட் எடுக்கலாம் உட்காரலாம் சார். அது பை ஒன்று சார். செகண்ட்லி வந்து எவரி பெஞ்சஸ் பக்கத்தில் கொஞ்சம் ரெஸ்ட் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு அந்த ட்ரீ மாதிரி ஒன்று பக்கத்தில் வைக்கலாம் சார். இந்த நம்ம ட்ரீஸ் டெவலப் பண்ணலாம் சார். தேர்ட் வந்து ஏஜ்டு பர்சன் நேச்சுரல் கலாமிட்டிஸ் யூஸ்வலாக வரும் சார் அவங்களுக்கு. அதுக்கு நமக்கு டாய்லெட் நியர்பை ஏதாவது ஒன்று வைக்கலாம் சார். ஸ்மால் செலெக்ஷன் சார். இஃப் பாசிபிள்னா ஷேர் பண்ணலாம் சார். ஓகே சார். அதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த ஃபுட்பாத் வந்து மிஸ்யூசிங் ஆகாமல் இருக்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம பின்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் வைக்கலாம் சார். எவரி அந்த பெஞ்சஸ் பக்கத்தில் ஒரு பின் மாதிரி டிசைனிங் பின் வைக்கலாம் சார். அது ஸ்மால் செலெக்ஷன் சார். அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து நீங்கள் அசஸ்மெண்ட்டில் வந்து நம்ம செல்ஃப் அசஸ்மெண்ட்டை கொண்டு வந்திருக்கோம் சார். அதை கொஞ்சம் ப்ரொமோட் பண்ணலாம் சார்.
Can you just a bit explain about how the self-assessment is being done by online? How we have given the facilities to the citizens?
சார் அதில் வந்து நம்ம செல்ஃப் அசஸ்மெண்ட்டில் வந்து ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குது சார். அதாவது எவரி பீப்புள் வந்து இப்போது ஃபேமிலி டிஸ்பியூட் இருந்துன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஒரு பிரதர்ஸ் இப்போ ஃபேமிலி டிஸ்பியூட் இருந்தால் ஒருத்தர் பேரில் ஒரு அசஸ்மெண்ட் போட்டுப்பார், இன்னொருத்தர் பேரில் ஒரு அசஸ்மெண்ட் போட்டுப்பார். அந்த வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது சார். அதை அவாய்ட் பண்ணோன்னா அந்த டாக்குமெண்ட் வந்து எந்த டாக்குமெண்ட்டில் நம்ம அவங்க பேரில் இருக்குன்றதுக்கு நம்ம ஒரு ப்ரொவிஷன் கொடுக்கலாம் சார். அது ஆன்லைனில் எதை பேஸ் பண்ணி அவருக்கு அசஸ்மெண்ட் போடுறான்றதுக்கு. ஏன்னா ஒரே அசஸ்மெண்ட்டுக்கு 4 பேர் வந்து ஒரு அசஸ்மெண்ட் போடுறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. ஒன்று லீகலாக வந்து அதை ப்ரிவென்ட் பண்ணலாம் சார்.
எவ்வளோ anything, Krishna
Sir,
Kumari, you would like to
we
say?
are having a self-assessment system in our portal, sir. So public themselves, they can submit their application and get the provision certificate, sir. After that, after verifying all the things, we are issuing the final certificate, sir. So already we are receiving some 1,500 applications from the citizens, sir. Recently only we have introduced, sir. So it is only a booming thing, sir. We
No,
can.
I know you have introduced. Only thing is, we should try to minimize any such kind of human interface. So
Yes, sir.
the intention of the self-assessment is that I can just log in, give my property detail.
Yes, sir. The system is designed in that thing only, sir. It is automatically generated, and only thing is we are issuing the provisional certificate, sir.
Yeah.
After verifying the fact, we are issuing the final certificate, sir.
Whatever it is, but I mean, give confidence to the people that they can themselves generate the demand, they can themselves pay it.
Yes, sir.
And we will believe them.
Yes, sir.
Only some random 5% will do a check. And
Yes.
I found citizen services. My suggestion is you should, every single service that we offer to the citizens,
Yes, sir.
every single department, you should put it online, make it so simple and so user friendly that people need not have to visit any office and they can pay online.
Yes.
Andaloku, you should do, make, every single thing you have to.
Already we had covered.
And now that since we have all these e-seva centers,
Yes,
which
sir.
have been established by the
Yes, sir.
government, even in our zonal offices, ward offices, go to those centers, sit in their homes or offices and avail our service.
Yes, sir. Almost all the services of revenue department is covered, sir, now.
Or every
We-
other department.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying wherever that you should actually do an analysis to find out what are the services still people have to come to a corporation office for.
Yes, sir.
And that service can also be brought on an platform to it. I think maybe you can also give us your inputs in this smart city proposal.
The basic objective of the smart city is citizens participation, and of it we have got a lot of suggestions and ideas from a lot of citizens across various walks of life. And Chennai is one of the few cities in India where we have got a lot of citizen participation. In fact, Chennai as of today stands third in all India level. So that is an important aspect as far as all cities are concerned to move into the top 20. And most of the solutions, whatever we have received in the portal MyGov and also the corporation website, it is all very innovative, very comprehensive ideas which came from citizens, right from how technology can be adopted to improve the existing scenario in these cities, and a lot of them are there. And I request all the participants to give their comments in the website as well, because that is going to be one of the key success for us as Chennai to participate in top 20. Thank you.
Water, sir, one of the smart cities uh, water conservation is the important part of the any smart cities are like any Barcelona, Singapore, Tokyo. They actually have a very wide network of stormwater drain, and they have very big storaging, sir, which stores water which will be catering to that particular city for years. So such a big underground storage system they maintain. So whenever there is a surplus rain, they just store underground in Singapore, Tokyo, Barcelona, everywhere. And once after that, they recycle the water and use it. That because now we have taken up a very big, wide network of stormwater drain. This concept has to be incorporated in the design of smart cities. We have enough space because all the water goes to B canal. So we have got enough space for constructing such an underground storage system that those water can be used for our cities.
Mention under the new stormwater drain project, uh, the idea is that the water that is collected from the streets, actually we have natural reservoirs in the city. Of course, a lot of them over the years we have lost, but whichever can be restored, the idea is also to see that they are in a way deepened, desilted, strengthened, and they are actually the real reservoirs because they will help in percolation and recharge of the groundwater. I think the best way is to recharge the groundwater, which are natural aquifers, and then see that they are, used to supply water, fresh water to the city. But point is taken that yes, we can be building with a very, very capital intensive. Those kind of, large reservoirs are very, very capital intensive. These better way would be very cost effective is rainwater harvesting, which already our state is the pioneer in the country where, the Honorable Chief Minister had been in the forefront to, kind of encourage rainwater harvesting in situ in the same building. So if every building at least, maintains these rainwater harvesting structures, that itself will be a huge, automatically you are creating an in situ reservoir. You don't need to take the water all the way several kilometers and then put it in some huge thing. Already below your building itself, you have a reservoir which can be tapped. So point well taken, but at least let us do some in situ work to recharge these things. So we also have some representation from civil society. May I request Ms. Shreya from ITDP and Mr. Raj Cherubal from Chennai City Connect to also give their views on the smart city proposals. Use the mic, please.
Thank you, Mr. Kapoor. So it's been great working with the Corporation of Chennai for the past many years on helping the city build great mobility. And I think, Chennai is already ahead of the curve because it's already started thinking about what smartness is. Like, smartness really is about how do you provide the best quality urban environment to its citizens. And a key aspect of this is to ensure that streets are for people and not just for motor vehicles, which has been the historical perspective ever since the automobile came in. And now Chennai has started taking strides in ensuring that every street, the space is equitably allocated for not for all users, which includes pedestrians, cyclists, public transportation users, as well as motorists, rather than it being lopsided. And as rightly said by the commissioner recently, Chennai started with what it calls the car-free Sundays. And the car-free Sundays really is what smartness is about because it's showing already to people how its streets should be going forwards, and a mobility oriented plan which ensures that people have access to transportation rather than only considering in terms of traffic is smartness.
You've spoken about having a planning center kind of approach in corporation as part of the whole smart city and everything else. Could you elaborate on that? Because clearly corporation is doing a lot of work on planning right now. For example, you had the very regular meeting on Kumta with the non-motorized working group. And in my opinion, having worked with corporation for many years, I think that's one of the key reasons why a lot of the footpath and various other projects happening, because it's easy for one department to do planning, but then the problem is there are many different implementation from many different agencies to be done. And one of the good things I've noticed in Chennai, and which I don't think it's happening in many other cities, and it should be institutionalized, is the whole idea of Kumta and the coordination that happens between traffic police, electricity department, and highways, and so on. We would like, I wanted your opinion on how Smart City plans to kind of institutionalize these things so that this becomes a permanent thing in corporation.
I, uh, I really can't immediately respond to that, although I'll fully agree with you that, we do require better coordination. But I think the whole idea of having some kind of a planning cell is really to actually bring in expertise from outside, to also advise the corporation on new technologies, new ideas. I mean, for example, I always keep saying our cities, including Chennai Corporation, for example, doesn't have even a single urban planner. Whereas a city like London, I'm told, the chief urban planner is the second most important official after the Lord Mayor. So that is the importance that is given to planning. If a city has to really become a world-class city, first and foremost is you have to get experts and from multidisciplines. You need urban planners, you need transportation planners, you need transportation engineers, and increasingly, these cities are becoming so complex that traditional skills, need to be upgraded. So while we take steps to periodically sensitize our officials and subject them to training programs, what really is required is, yes, a core think tank, a group of people who can bring in ideas, who can bring in, for example, solid waste management is such an important issue now. But none of our cities have, let's say, environmental engineers or experts in solid waste management, and we need to depend continuously on consultants and others. But until we internalize these capacities, no city can move forward. So yes, I agree. We need to develop that expertise, maybe to begin with by getting people, from academia or from external agencies. But ultimately, the city will have to improve the capacity of um, its own officials to challenge. Similarly, finance is another area. Uh, we need financial managers, not just accountants, and people who can think beyond only grants or routine taxes. You need to find out innovative ways of raising resources. And today, the financial markets are thriving. There is a huge opportunity to tap funds from capital markets, but you need that capacity within city corporations to actually understand what institutional finance is about. How does one raise capital? So it's a very, very big challenge in the absence of such kind of resources. So there's a complete need to relook at the entire organizational chart, the organization of city governments, city corporations, to see that you get people with the right skill sets to man key positions. So that's what Maybe to begin with, you could set up a planning cell, as you say, with some urban planner, a transportation expert, a solid waste expert, somebody who's expert in finance, someone who's an architect. Things like aesthetics is one area which we hardly look at, but there's no architect in the Chennai corporation, or for that matter, any municipality or corporation. You need somebody, who understands concepts like urban design, aesthetics, architecture, so that we create beauty. Similarly, on greening the city, you need people with a horticultural background, people who are experts in forestry, urban forestry, or in horticulture. So these are some skill sets which are lacking, which we need to do, and I fully agree with you that we need to strengthen that going forward, and that's where smartness will come in. So, since we are coming to the close of our session, if there are any last comments, I'll again throw the floor open. Anyone would like to say their views, comments, anything? Please feel free. Otherwise, anything else? So, if not anything, I think then we can close this session. And I thank all of you for having participated and given your views. And as Mr. Shankar mentioned, there is still opportunity for you to give your suggestions on the MyGov micro portal, or send a drop in an email or whatever. And hopefully by 14th we should be closing by 15th we'll be closing the opportunity to give suggestions. It's open to the citizens as well as to anybody who would like to contribute. And after that, we would be compiling all the reports. Would you like to say anything on that? So I thank you all once again, and hope that we come out with a smart city proposal that is smart enough to get us the first round of, get it through in the first round itself. With these words, I close this session and thank you all once again for your participation. Thank you.